Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. Nairobi is fine and okay. Now, yesterday, President William Ruto went to Mumias to do something that still baffles me up to this very same moment. The President and Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces went to Mumias to launch bonuses for sugarcane farmers. And I repeat, if you didn't get me correctly, the President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces traveled all the way from State House in Nairobi to Mumias in Kakamega to launch bonuses. The President was quick to engage farmers on a one-on-one basis, but as usual, cameras were not left behind. Something more striking about the event is that Mumias East Member of Parliament Peter Salasya, who has of late been very brave and very vocal, braced himself for impact and decided to launch missiles to deconstruct President William Ruto like a small baby.
Because we never involved the stakeholders in the decision like public and whatever. Lakini huko hapa, mimi nataka Bwana Rais, unichukue mimi, nikuwe personal advisor wako, unilipe. Kwa sababu Bwana Rais, hao watu wako hawakuambiangi ukweli. Wanakuambia saa inafanya kazi na haifanyi kazi.
So Peter Salasya decided to face President William Ruto head on and tell him that his advisors are extreme liars and that only him, that is to say Peter Salasya, qualifies to be an advisor to the president because his policies are reportedly the best, or rather the finest. So the residents of Mumias clapped and cheered and did all manner of jotlings and excitement, and there was an explosion. Everybody was happy, and this is what made President William Ruto to be very angry.
Nataka mnielewe, mimi mpango yangu na nia yangu ni kubadilisha hii Kenya. Hii Kenya haiwezi kubadilishwa kiholela. Haiwezi kubadilishwa kwa kupigiwa makofi. Kuna wengine hapa wananiambia ati niendelee kupigiwa makofi. Mimi sihitaji makofi. Sijui kama tunaelewana. Kuna kazi nyingine itafanyika bila makofi. Si ndio? Nyinyi ambaye mnatafuta makofi, endeleeni kutafuta makofi. Wale mnatafuta umaarufu, endeleeni kutafuta umaarufu. Najua hao watu wengine ni wageni. Wamefika juzi kwa hii siasa. Si mimi nimekuwa around hapa. Kama wewe ni mtu umefika hapa 2-3 years ago, endelea kutafuta makofi. Mimi sitafuti makofi. Mimi natafuta vile Kenya hii nitabadilisha.
Now it was quite easy to tell that Ruto was immediately going to fire up against Peter Salasya and tell him that, unlike him, he is not interested in kupigiwa makofi. He has been around long enough. Hana haja na makofi. Makofi are for young politicians who just entered politics like 2 or 3 years ago, like Peter Salasya. Now, there are a few things that we need to derive from these instances. Number one, President William Ruto needs to get serious. Traveling all the way from Nairobi with all that presidential state-of-the-art logistics, all the way from Nairobi to Mumias, to simply go and launch bonuses. Bonuses kama hizi zingine zenye wakulima wa majani chai wao wanapewa. Just to go launch bonuses worth only 150 million shillings in Mumias. Recently, Mutahi Kagwe, the Cabinet Secretary of Agriculture, was sworn in at State House. He is the one who ought to have been sent by William Ruto to go execute such petty responsibility of launching bonuses. I don't think the head of state and commander-in-chief ought to have left the city to go launch bonuses in Mumias unless his intention was to conduct other additional activities. Number two is that President William Ruto loves optics. The president loves optics like crazy. Whatever he does, a camera has to be there. He goes to the Sugarcane Plantation, there is a camera. Itumbi is recording, Hussein Mohammed is recording, everybody else is recording, so that later on it can be posted on social media so that we can get hold of it and then we can forward it to you guys so that you can watch it, so that you can sympathize with the commander-in-chief. Number three is that the president, actually I feel that the president should leave young politicians alone. Young politicians actually need publicity. Somebody like Peter Salasya is not so old in politics. He just joined it the other day. It is his first time as a member of parliament. He needs to gain publicity from the people. He needs to be loved. He needs to be cheered. Remember, politics is all about propaganda. It's all about perception. It's all about what people perceive you to be. It's not necessarily whom you actually are. If people perceive you that you are the best one, you are the best person who can carry forward their agenda, if people perceive Peter Salasya to be the best youth leader, who can carry forward the agenda of the Gen Zs and millennials, then that will be a boost for him. Ruto at this time in the 1990s and 1980s, Ruto alikuwa na time yake wa kupigiwa makofi. It is Peter Salasya time and the others ni wakati wao wa kupigiwa makofi. It is their time to shine. Kupigiwa makofi and shining does not prevent the president from executing his executive responsibilities. And I say this from the bottom of my heart. Let these young politicians enjoy their time. Let them say whatever they want to say. Wacha wapigiwe makofi kama ni makofi inawafurahisha. Wewe endelea na kazi yako kama rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya na amri jeshi mkuu wa majeshi yote ya ulinzi ya Kenya. It is you, Mr. President, who recently said that let my daughter Shalin Ruto be. When Shalin Ruto talked of coming up with the office of the first daughter during the very first days of the William Ruto administration, and when you were asked about it, you said, let my daughter be, let children do whatever they want to do. They are children and they should be regarded as such. That is precisely what William Ruto had said. In the same spirit, wachana na watu kama Salasya. You see, these are the young MPs. You try and mentor the ones within the Kenya Kwanza regime. The ones on the other faction, maybe in ODM or elsewhere or in Wiper, leave those ones alone to learn their way through this difficult area of politics. Now, at the end of the day, this is just but my opinion. Do let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more informative content such as this. And if you're watching for the first time, please remember to check out my YouTube channel, and I guarantee you will be treated to a ton of recent content of this nature on politics, policy, and governance issues in our country. I am committed to informing, educating, and entertaining in a manner that mainstream media cannot. If you like my content, please don't hesitate to reach out to me through the social media links available at the description of my channel. All right, guys, this is all that I had for you in this video. Let us meet up in the video that's coming right